So we'll get started. If you find yourself a comfortable seat, and if you want to sit up on a block or a cushion, then go ahead and do that. And make any movements in your body that you need to make to kind of let go of your day a little bit. Shaking out anything that you need to shake out. And then whenever you're ready and you feel like you're starting to land, then close the eyes or just gently lower the gaze. And take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take 2 more breaths like that. With your exhales, relaxing the jaw and relaxing the forehead. Now coming back to breathing in and out through the nose. And as you inhale, feel the sides of the ribs expand. So that cue helps you to really feel and fill the back of the ribs with the breath. And as you exhale, draw the low belly in towards the spine and draw the crown of the head back so your back is really long and you're sitting tall, the chest is open. Take a few more breaths like that, so inhaling into the sides of the ribs. And exhaling, drawing the low belly back towards the spine. And this evening, I'd like to work with the idea of centering. So the invitation as you breathe is to just bring your attention to wherever you feel the center of your body is. And you might want to bring a hand there to help with that. And no need to think about it, just feeling into it as much as you can and tuning into what feels right and what feels like your center. And I find that working with the center of my body and staying connected to that helps me to be grounded in my practice, but also helps me to work with integrity with my body in what's right for it in that moment. So the idea being that if you're able to breathe into and feel into your center in a pose, then you can probably find the spaciousness that you need into it. And if you feel like you can't breathe or you can't feel your center, maybe you've gone too far and you just need to dial back a bit. So see if as we move and breathe together, you can really tune into this idea of connecting with the center of your body. So we'll take 3 breaths into that space now. Breathing in deeply and filling your center with your breath. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders and let the body sink down into the ground. Again, inhale, fill the center of your body with your breath. And exhale, feel the weight of the body. Let the hips go, let the legs go a bit as you start to land. 1 more breath. Good. And then gently blink the eyes open. So we'll take some pranayama. Option to do this in a knee pile with both of the knees on top of each other and the feet either side of your hips. If you'd rather stay in a cross-legged position or any other position that feels comfortable for you, then do that. And bring your right index and middle finger to your forehead and cover up your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through your left nostril. And then cover the left nostril up. Exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Cover the right nostril up and exhale out through the left. Adding a breath hold. Inhale through the left nostril. Cover both nostrils and hold the breath in. Feel the breath in your center. Exhale out of the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Hold the breath in. And exhale out of the left. And one more. Inhale through the left for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. And exhale right. Inhale right. Hold the breath in. Feel your center. And exhale left. Good. And then release the right arm and switch your legs. And the aim is to have your left knee on top if you're in a knee pile, or your left foot in front if you're in a cross-legged position. Bring your right hand down to the right hand side of your hip for a side bend and release the head and the neck. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, relax your forehead, relax your jaw, and feel the left hip sinking down towards the ground. Inhale, create more space down the left side of your body with your breath. And then exhale, breathe out through the mouth. Relax the jaw. Come back up to center. We'll take a twist over towards the left side. Bring the back of the right forearm to the outside of the left knee, or the right hand on the left knee, and the left hand out behind you. And draw the crown of the head back over the sacrum. Inhale, expand the breath into your center. And exhale, draw your low belly in towards your spine. Open the chest to the left side. Good. Come back to center. And then switch over your legs. So either your right leg is in front in a cross-legged position, or your right knee is on top in a knee pile. Bring the left hand out beside the left hip. Release the head and the neck to the left side. Inhale, bring the right arm up and over. And exhale slowly. Feel that right hip sinking down towards the ground. Create more space in the right side of your low back with your breath. Good, and then gently coming back up to center, taking your twist, the back of the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. As you inhale, expand the sides of your ribs. And exhale, draw the belly in, twist towards the right. Good, gently unravel and come back to center. And then take Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop out wide. And if you can't get your hips close to your feet, then just draw your hips back away from your feet, and then bring your hands onto your ankles. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. And then exhale, fold forwards. And just let the hands either be on the ankles or they can be on the ground in front of your shins. An option to take a couple of Uddiyana breaths here. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And then hold the breath out. Draw the low belly in and up. Release the belly. And take an easy breath in. And an easy breath out, and soften the shoulders. One more like that. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Hold the breath out. Draw the low belly in and up. Bring the chin towards the chest. Relax the belly. Take an easy breath in and an easy breath out. Good, and then roll yourself back up to center. Draw the knees together and bring your arms out in line with your shoulders, with the feet still down on the ground, and draw the low belly in. So we're going to slowly make our way down to the ground and grab your block or your cushion so that it's near to you when you come down to do some abs. And then when you come down, see if you can bring your low back down first, followed by the middle part of the back, and then the upper back. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe take a little bit of a roll around on your low back, noticing any sensitive points or interesting points. And bringing the breath to the back of the body on the ground. And then bring your knees up over your hips with the shins just below the knee level, the ankles just below the knee level. And clasp the hands behind the back of the head for elbow to knee. Send the elbows up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale into the sides of the ribs. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone up, and exhale, lift the elbows towards the left knee, reach out through the right leg at 45 degrees and pull the low belly down. Inhale, draw the right leg back to center and hold your breath in. Push your low back down, scoop your tailbone up, exhale, elbows towards the right knee, reach away through the left leg and pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the left knee. Reach through the right leg. Pull the low belly down and relax your jaw if you can. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the right knee. Reach out through the left leg and pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath, push the low back down, curl the tailbone, squeeze the sitting bones. Exhale, elbows to the left knee, reach away through the right leg and pull the belly down. Inhale, come to center. Hold the breath, push the low back down, curl the tailbone. Exhale, elbows to the right knee, reach through the left leg and pull the belly down. Inhale, come to center. Release the head, release your feet, and bring your hands back onto the center of your body. Maybe there's a bit more going on there now. Take a breath into that space. And as you exhale, relax your forehead, the back of the head, the jaw. And then grab your block or cushion and place it in between your thighs and bring your knees up over your hips with the legs bent. I'm just going to take 3 of these. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head and send the elbows up. Take an inhale and breathe all the way down into the low back. Hold the breath, push the back down, squeeze the block, and exhale, lift the elbows straight up towards the ceiling. Keep squeezing the block and pull the belly down. Inhale, come half the way down. Hold the breath, push the back down, squeeze the block, curl the tailbone. Exhale, lift the elbows up towards the ceiling. Pull the belly down. See if you can lift the shoulder blades up, using your abs, not your neck. Inhale, come half the way down. Hold the breath, push the low back down, curl the tailbone, squeeze the block. Last one, exhale, lift the elbows and pull the belly down. Inhale, release the head, release the feet. Keep the block or cushion where it is. And take a feeling breath down into your belly. I'm doing Forrest training this week, hence the abs. Place your feet in line with your sitting bones and we'll prep for a bridge pose. Keep squeezing the block. Take an inhale and expand the sides of the ribs. And exhale, push through your feet and lift your hips up into the air. If you want a bit more activation of your glutes, walk your feet a bit further away from your sitting bones. And now breathe into your center. Or if you haven't identified that space, then just breathe into the space in between the ribs and the hips and expand that space with your breath. As you exhale, can you soften the back of the head and the shoulders? And see if you can push through the inner arches of your feet. Keep squeezing the block. Good. Take one more inhale at the top. And then exhale, curl the upper, middle and lower parts of the back all the way down to the ground, squeezing the block. And then move the block out of the way. Take the hands onto the knees, bring the knees up over the hips and just take a few circles with the knees around the hip joints. Flooding the breath into the area of your hips and your pelvis. And then start to rock yourself forwards and backwards along the length of the mat. Eventually you'll come up into a seated position and then come forwards onto the hands and the knees. And spread your fingers underneath your shoulders. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, come back into a child's pose, just for a breath. Walk your hands forward so your arms are outstretched in your child's pose. Take an inhale down into your belly in your child's pose. And then exhale, come up into a tabletop. Take an inhale here. Exhale, half chaturanga. Send the elbows back towards the hips. Inhale, push back up into a tabletop. And exhale, come into a child's pose. Again, inhale, tabletop. Exhale, half chaturanga. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, push back. And exhale, child's pose. One more like that. Inhale, coming up into your tabletop. Maybe the knees are a bit behind the hips. Exhale, half chaturanga. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Tuck the belly in. Inhale, push back up. And exhale, child's pose. Taking a couple of breaths here. Fill the low belly with the breath. And then inhale, come back up into your tabletop. This time tuck the toes under and push back into a downward facing dog. And just tune into how the body feels here. Taking any movement that feels intuitive or useful as you start to move the hips or the calves or the hamstrings, just feeling into what's present and not trying to change it, just noticing. All the while you're breathing really deeply. And then come to stillness in your downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift the right leg up into the air to three-legged dog. And then bend the right knee and open the right hip. Feel the inhale come all the way down to the front of that right hip, pushing through the hands and lifting the sitting bones up. With your next exhale, step the right foot forwards and drop the left knee down for a lunge. Inhale, push through your right foot and bring your hands onto the center of your body. Take an inhale into your center and then exhale, push through both of your feet and curl your pubic bone towards your belly button. So you're switching on the glutes of the left leg. Take another breath into the center. And out through the mouth. Release the hands down, step back into a plank position. Take an inhale in your plank. Option to drop the knees down as you exhale, lowering down towards the ground. Bring the hands forwards of your shoulders for a cobra. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, send the heart forwards and down. Push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up into the air. Bend the left knee and open the left hip. And find a stretch here that feels really good for your body. So you can do this with the right knee down if that makes it more accessible. Fill your left hip with your inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot forwards, bring the right knee down, and push through the left foot, bring your hands back onto your center. Inhale, fill the center of your body with your breath. And exhale, push through the left foot, the right shin, curl the pubic bone towards the belly button. So you've got a real strong sense of connection with the ground, pushing into the ground. And being connected with the center of the body. Release the hands down and push back to downward facing dog. And then start to make your way forwards to the top of the mat, coming into a standing forward fold. Releasing the back of the head, the back of the neck. Probably keeping a soft bend in the knees unless the hamstrings feel super open. An option to bring the thumbs to the inner elbows, or just to let the hands relax down towards the ground. Bring the breath into the back. And relax the back of the neck and the jaw. Good, and then push the feet into the ground and start to come up into a half lift. So your legs are in a straight line and then your upper body is parallel to the ground. And the weight might have come forward into your tiptoes. So bring the weight back into your heels and then tuck the tailbone under so the low belly is drawing in. Bring your arms out into a cactus position. So your elbows are in line with the shoulders. Take an inhale and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, round the back, bring the elbows towards each other. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the back, draw the elbows together. Keep your legs really strong as you do this. Inhale, elbows together, elbows wide. Exhale, elbows together. One more like that. Good, and then keep pushing through the feet and slowly roll yourself up to standing. Draw the crown of the head back over the pelvis. Lift the chest up and bring a hand back to your belly or to your heart or to wherever your center is. Feel your breath in your center. And feel your feet on the ground. We'll take some sun salutations. Inhale to reach the arms up into the air. And exhale, fold forwards, draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to step or jump back to a plank position and then lowering yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, draw the upper ribs forwards. The shoulders are back and down. And exhale, come down and then push back into a downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers and lifting your sitting bones up and back. Maybe getting a sense of wrapping the shoulders. Turning on all those muscles down the side of the back. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat and standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up into the air. And exhale, come back to heart center. One more like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, lengthen the upper ribs forwards. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. If you want more, you can take a turbo dog here, which means bending the elbows and drawing the elbows in towards the center and lifting the hips up and back. Keep the back of the head and the back of the neck relaxed. And find your breath again. Take an inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump, top of the mat, standing forward fold. Push through the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, belly draws in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, this time left foot back, left knee comes down. Inhale, push through the feet, reach the arms up. Option to exhale, tuck the left toes under and hover the left knee, but you're keeping your hips low. And see if you can push through both of the feet. Get a sense of switching on your left glute. And then lift your ribs away from your hips. Good, release the left hand down next to the right foot and lift the right arm up for a twist. Take an inhale to expand the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the right shoulder blade in towards the spine. Release the right hand down, step back into a plank position. Take an inhale in your plank and then exhale, lower yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take one inhale in your downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. And exhale, step the left foot forwards, bring the right knee down. Inhale, push through the feet, reach the arms up. Option to hover that back knee with the exhale. Reaching away through the back heel if you're hovering the back knee. Inhale, breathe back into your center. And exhale, push through the feet, Reach through the hands. Release the right hand down. The left arm comes up for a twist. Inhale, spread the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the belly away from the left thigh. Release the left hand down. Either step back straight to a downward facing dog or come through a vinyasa. In your downward facing dog, take an inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up into the air. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center, and then bring the hands back to the body center. And take a breath. Good. Coming into a chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards and draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to step or jump back, lowering yourself down towards the ground. Inhale into your back bend, draw the shoulder blades down. And exhale, push back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up into the air. And exhale, step the right foot forwards for warrior one. Coming up, so the back foot's at 45 degrees and the heels are in line, or maybe the front foot's out a little bit further to the right side. We'll take bird wing, bring the elbows in alongside of the waist with the palms facing up. Inhale, spread the breath into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, send the thumbs out wide. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs, bring the fingers back in front of you. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down, send the thumbs out wide. Inhale, bring the fingers together, reach out through your back foot. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, thumbs come wide. Good, and then release the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up into the air. And push down through your feet with your exhale. Especially push through the outer edge of your back foot. Option to take Kali Mudra here, so all of the fingers are clasped except for the index finger. And really get a sense of rooting down through the ground and then lifting up. Lifting the ribs away from the hips with the breath. Release the arms. Bring the back knee down, maybe pad your back knee. We'll take a twist. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, hook the left elbow over the right thigh. Either a fist in the left hand with the right hand on top, or the palms come together. Notice where you feel the breath now. Release the hands down either side of the front foot and step back into a plank position. Option to come straight into downward facing dog or through your vinyasa. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forwards for warrior one. Release the arms down alongside of the body. We'll take some shoulder shrugs here. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, draw them down the back. Spread the toes of your back foot. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, draw them down the back. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, draw them down. Inhale, reach your arms up into the air. And then exhale, cactus the arms and open the chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. One more like that. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Release the right knee down for a twist. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, hook the right upper arm over the left thigh. And bring the hands together. Feel for pushing down through both of your feet to keep your legs really stable. And then spread the sides of the ribs with the inhale. And exhale, draw the belly in as you twist. Release the hands down either side of your left foot and step back into a plank position. And then lower all the way down onto the belly. So we'll take a pec stretch here, front of the chest. Bring your left arm into a cactus position. And then bring your right fingertips in line with the front of your right shoulder. So your left arm like this and your right fingertips are down on the ground. Take an inhale into the front of the left shoulder. And then exhale, push through the right hand, roll onto the left side of your body. The front of the left shoulder stays down on the ground as much as possible. And relax your neck. And breathe into the left front side of the chest. And you can experiment with the left arm being straight, with the left arm being at different angles. Just find the breath again. Good, and then roll back onto your belly. Same thing on the other side. The right arm comes into a cactus position and the left fingertips push down and you roll onto the right side of the body. And find a way to relax your neck here. Tune into where you can send your breath, that you can feel a stretch. Good, roll back onto your belly and then push back onto all fours and just take a few breaths in a cat-cow. Connecting back in with your center as you inhale, dropping the belly, opening the chest. And then exhale, pushing through the hands, rounding the spine, drawing the chin in. Take a few more breaths like this. Taking any movement that feels good around your shoulders and around your hips. Good, and then pushing back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up into the air. Bend the right knee and open the right hip. And then exhale, step the right foot forwards for warrior two. Let the arms come down. Check your front knee is tracking forwards and place your hands back on your center. Close your eyes. Push through your feet and feel the breath fill the center of your body. As you exhale, allow the shoulders, the jaw, the forehead to soften. Tuning into how your body feels in this very moment. Bring your arms back out parallel to the ground. Flip the front palm. Take an inhale and reverse your warrior. And take an exhale, stay here. Push through that front foot and reach the right fingertips back. Like you're trying to create more space with your breath in your right hip. And then straighten the front leg. We'll come into triangle, coming up, reaching forwards with your fingertips, and then bringing the back of the right hand to the inside of that right leg, and the left arm reaches up. See if you can keep that right glute active, so it's kind of tucked underneath the body. And then bend the right knee. Bring both of the hands down to the inside of the right foot for a lizard lunge. Come onto the toes of the back foot. Maybe you want to bring the back knee down. And just take a couple of breaths here. Sometimes it feels better to move in your lizard, just making some little circles. Sometimes stillness feels better. And see if you can breathe into your center here and tune into what you need. Maybe that's backing right off. Maybe it's movement. Good, and then from here, stepping straight back into a downward facing dog and just giving your legs a little bit of a shake. And then inhale, lift the left leg up into the air. Bend the left knee, open the left hip. Exhale, step the left foot forwards for a warrior two. This time bring the arms out. Push down through your feet and put a soft bend in the elbows for kite hawk. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades back and lift the chest up. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades forwards and draw the chin in. Keep making that movement. See if you can initiate your movement from the shoulder. Feeling the breath. Inhale as you open and exhale as you round. Feeling like a bird of prey. And then bring your arms back out at shoulder height. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, stay here. Push through the left foot. Reach through the left fingertips. Take another breath in and fill the left side of your body with the breath. And then exhale, straighten the left leg. Come forwards into triangle. Tune into where the breath is. And spread the toes of both of your feet. Release the hands down to the inside of the left foot. Come onto the right toes. Maybe bringing the right knee down and take a few breaths in your lizard lunge. If the right knee is up, see if you can reach out through that right heel to keep the leg active. Good, and then push through the hands. From here, we're going to come into a goddess. So you might need to bring your heels in a little bit and the toes out. And then coming up and bringing the hands together in front of the chest. See if you can push through the outer edges of your feet to keep the glutes switched on. I'm going to take 4 lion's breaths in different directions. The first one is up, the second one is forwards, then it's out to the side, and then it's down to the ground. So inhale here. Exhale, lion's breath. Push the hands up. Inhale, draw the hands to center. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, draw the hands to center. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, hands to center. Exhale, hands down. Bring your hands onto your center, wherever you identified that was. And take 2 breaths there. Keep in your goddess pose. Feel the power in the legs. Good, and then straighten the legs. Parallel the feet and heel toe the feet towards each other. And then just give your legs a little bit of a shake out. And then before we wind down, we're just going to take a tree pose. So transferring your weight into your left foot. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh or calf or ankle. And then it's up to you where you take your hands. So you might want to bring the hands back onto wherever you've identified as the center of your body and feel that groundedness through your standing leg. You might want to reach the arms up. You might want to come onto tiptoes. Find a point where you can breathe deeply. And see if you can push that right foot against the thigh and the thigh against the foot, or calf or ankle. Good, releasing that foot. And then switching over to the other side. Again, get some opposing action between the foot and the leg to keep that right hip switched on. And then taking the hands wherever feels good for you. Feeling the fullness of the breath. Noticing if one side is different to the other and just noticing. Good. And then releasing and just giving your legs a little bit of a shake out, giving your arms a little bit of a shake out. And then we'll come up to the front of the mat again. Take an inhale and reach your arms up into the air. Exhale, fold forwards, draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, either straight to downward facing dog or through a vinyasa. And in your downward facing dog, once you get there, take a big breath in through the nose and a big breath out through the mouth. Good. Bring the knees down and then lift the chest up, and we'll come to a sitting position. So just bring the legs out in front of you. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg, and the left toes are active, pointing up towards the ceiling. You want to have both sitting bones grounded, so if they're not, bend the left knee or sit up on something. Take a twist. Bring the back of the left hand to the outside of the right knee and the right hand out behind you. Inhale, send the breath all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale, draw the belly in, draw the crown of the head back over the sacrum. Option to stay here or to push into that right hand and lift your hips up, reaching your left arm up over your head. And if you're taking that, feel the stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Good, release the hips down if the hips up. And then we'll take a bend over that left leg. So square your hips off, so they're facing over the left leg. Take an inhale and reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forwards. Let the hands come down wherever they come down and release the back of the head and the back of the neck. See if you can feel the breath in the sides of the ribs or even down into the low back. With your exhale, soften the forehead and the jaw. And then gently roll yourself back up. Switch over your legs. Extend the right leg. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then we'll take a twist. Back of the right hand, the outside of the left knee, left hand out behind you. Inhale and fill the sides of the ribs with the breath. Exhale, draw the belly in. Open through the chest. Trying to keep that right sitting bone grounded so the twist is in the upper back rather than twisting your SI joint and aggravating that. An option to push through the left hand, lifting the hips up, reaching the right arm up over your head. Feeling the length all the way down the body. And then releasing the hips down. And squaring your hips in line with your right leg. Inhale to reach the arms up into the air. Exhale, folding forwards. Drawing the belly in, maybe releasing the back of the head and the back of the neck. And inviting the breath back into the center of your body, your center. Noticing how the body feels in this pose. Taking time to really explore the sensation and the invitation is to meet the sensation with the breath. So where there's a stretch, take the breath as close as you can to it. Just notice what that does to the body. Good, and then slowly roll yourself back up. Then we'll bring our legs out in front of us and just bring the thumbs into the palms, roll the fingers over the top, and give your legs a little bit of love to let them relax a little bit more. Gentle love. And then bring your arms out shoulder height, plug the shoulders into the sockets, draw the belly in, Rolling down onto our backs. See if you can come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Really focusing on drawing the belly in. Keeping that integrity and protection for the low back. And then once you're down, hugging the knees into the chest. And maybe you're just taking a couple of breaths here, moving side to side. Maybe you want a happy baby pose. And for happy baby, the hands can be on the backs of the thighs, or the ankles, or maybe the feet. Good. And then bring the knees up over the hips. Bring the arms out into cactus arms. We'll take a twist. Inhale with the knees at the center. And exhale, drop the knees towards the right side. Maybe you prop the knees up with your cushion or your block. And inhale and fill the left side of the chest, the left side of the ribs with your breath. As you exhale, soften the jaw, the forehead. The left shoulder. Inhale, draw the knees back to center. And then exhale, let the knees come over towards the left-hand side. This time filling the right side of the chest and the right side of the low back with the breath. And then exhaling to soften that right shoulder. Inhale, draw the legs back to center, bring the feet down. And either bring your feet as wide as the mat and let the knees drop in towards the middle, or bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop out to the side. And bring your hands back to your center or hand. The invitation is to breathe once again into this space. Or if it doesn't feel right, to breathe into your belly. Knowing that this is a space that you can come back to and find your breath in whenever you need a moment of connection or tuning into what's right for you. And taking a few breaths into the heart. Maybe the heart is your center, so you're already breathing there. Everybody just taking a few breaths into the heart space. And with your exhales now, you're starting to wind down. So letting the body start to come to softness and stillness. And from here, we'll move into our Shavasana. So taking any movements or blankets or socks or pillows that you need. And finding somewhere to rest that feels really good. So you might be on your belly or your side. You might have the legs up the wall. And just coming into stillness. And take a moment, if you're on your back, to tuck the tailbone under, to lengthen the low back, and to shuffle the shoulders away from the ears. And then feeling into the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. Just noticing them, so probably starting with your feet and working up. And as you notice them, allow them to let go more into the ground. Unwinding the layers of holding, and gently asking the body to let go of anything that it doesn't need, including any conscious control over the breath, just allowing the body to breathe itself. And taking these moments to rest and giving yourself permission to do just that. And starting to deepen your breath again. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Maybe gently moving the head from side to side. Taking a stretch if you want to take a stretch. And then giving yourself a hug. And rolling over to whichever side feels comfortable for you. Pausing there for a moment. And then gently coming up into a comfortable seat. And drawing the hands together in front of the heart space or back over your center, whatever feels more helpful just now. And feel your breath, wash your breath through your heart. Wash your breath through your center. In appreciation and gratitude for everything that your body already knows about what you need. We'll close with the sound of an Om together. Deep breath in. Om. Thank you all for sharing your practice this evening. Namaste. Any questions, or if you want to say hi, just please do. Otherwise, have a lovely week and stay connected and breathing into all of the parts of you is what I'm trying to do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you. Thank you. Thank you.